Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You're enjoying the sunshine. It's still cold out here in Massachusetts, but we got the sun, so I appreciate that. And I had to take a minute, guys. Wasn't going to do this topic, but the Most High, when He calls, you got to answer, right? Because apparently a lot of people are being gang stalked. So I just want to put this disclaimer out if you're having a hard time with your channels, because I see a lot of people putting up vids these past few days. I don't know if there's something in the ether, the fluoride's getting to them. I don't know, right? um they're getting really nasty. Like they'll just click on your vids and watch your stuff just to attack you, disagree. It's okay that we have an open forum, guys. I'm always open to other people's point of view. I do my own research. I've been reading. I have books. I've shared my books. I've shared my content. Every channel is different. What I may do, someone else might do differently. But just because I, share other teachers doesn't mean that, oh, I'm so misinformed. Like these are my peers. When I say, oh, I learned from this person and that person, what, you don't learn from people, your peers, your friends, or whatever? Are you freaking kidding me? But guys, they're trolling your pages. This is no excuse for anyone. Okay, if you're trolling people's pages, you really got too much time on your hands, because it's a certain level of like real disgruntledness how they come at you. You can go and say, hey, I look at it this way, or oh, I saw it was like this. Maybe you'd want to look that up. That's totally fine. That's a healthy dialogue. Okay, that's a healthy debate. But they want to come with this, like, they need to go detox. You all need to go to the bathroom and clean out your colon because it sounds like you're all full of manure. Because they want to come with this vigor. Like, go use that vigor in your own life. I hope you're married. I hope you have a woman that can actually put up with your filth, because it's always like a certain type of people. I don't have women abusing me on my channels, okay? But I have a select group of so-called little boys. I can't call you all men. You're a bunch of muppets or puppets or whatever. You're sent from on assignment. You don't even realize you're being used. You could be used remotely and don't even realize, like, because you guys think you're so like cool, but you're not. Like, go put content on your own channel, right? They don't do that because they don't got freaking really any type of like good vibration about them, because whatever talent they would have had, it just doesn't even like vibe right, because they just come at the situation so ignorantly. And they want to come at you like you're the worst thing in the world if you don't align with their so-called historical recollection. It could be whatever topic it is, but they over like dramatize it. Have you noticed, guys? So I'm just saying, a lot of these freaks, I think it's hilarious because they simply go on your channel to literally like give you shit, but it's not even intellectual. And it's like, oh, I can't, like, first they like you and then they hate you. Like, I can't believe you think that way or do. It's like, what kind of controlling piece of shits come on people's channels and say that? Like, people like me, we're open-minded. Like, well, listen, I know people of all walks of life, Catholicism, Christianity, like Muslims, Hebrew. It don't matter. Like, I can't. This, I'm not about controlling whatever. I say, hey, that's, those religions go back to whatever. I give the historical account. I give the history of, there are different maps and stuff like that you're supposed to research. Just so many things. Like, you can't defend yourself with these creeps because they want to get you in a state where you're defending your position. So if they get ugly on your channel, listen, you got to be like that teacher when you have a couple of scumbag students in the classroom who are not trying to learn. They're just there to bring all the attention on themselves. Being a jerk, just blatantly attacking someone with a 5-paragraph answer. Like, okay, so we're gonna have like this huge thing. So obviously they wanted me to stop and take time for this, and they've been on my channel, Alpha 7. I'm gonna put this on that channel so you guys can go skippity doo dah because I'm done with you. You obviously are of the same, birds of a feather flock together. Definitely freaking bird brains, okay? The real birdmen. You don't need to be that nasty. You don't need to come at me like that. I'm open to discussion and I try to be so diplomatic. But again, they want you to defend, respond, negotiate. You don't even need a support group. You just tell them effing beat it, okay? Learn these toxic fools for what they are. They'll go on your social media. They have all the time though to be like in your stuff, like they hate you so. All right, then go chant your beliefs on your own forum. We all have our own lane. That's like even on Facebook has become so toxic and people complain about that because you can't even share your point of view. I would have certain toxic family members, okay, some jackals, come on, oh, you believe this, you believe whatever. I'm like, what? Are you retarded or what? Like, and I'm not going to sit there and argue with my fingertips because I'm old school. Unless I could freaking throw something at you and we can like be face to face, like get a life. Especially if you don't even have a picture or any content to show who you are. It takes a lot of bravery. I give anyone credit if you got a channel, you're putting even your face out there. I don't put my face in every one because it's not all about being on camera, but I do put my face to show I'm not a freaking coward. I'm not living under a damn rock and then just coming up, right? And giving people shit, right? Damn, we need to play whack-a-mole with these idiots. Once they pop up, you got to hit them right over the freaking head. Go back to the underground layers where you came from. I don't care if you think you're the Most High don't care. If you think you're some historical scholar, if you think you're this, you think you're that. It's the way you carry yourself too. There's a certain level of wisdom and dignity people are supposed to have, especially at certain age groups. Especially if you're a man too. You can correct your brother or sister or righteously. You don't have to be freaking whatever, and like that's if there's anything to really correct. They'll try to make you second guess every little thing, just to even stir your own stance on things. Like it's not working because I'm very solid. I took almost 10 years of study and I have like 8 boxes full of freaking PDFs and all kind of freaking gigabytes worth of backup of files. So yeah, whatever. And I'm always open to new information, but like the whole thing is they try to come on and act like they're so wonderful, you're so shitty, but yet they got nothing to back it up. So these are people with the evil eye, guys. And I have an article too. I want you guys just to know like this stuff exists. Because there was like a Turkish, I thought this was interesting. Do you see this? Something like this, and they sell beads like that. That's not my thing. Turkish evil eye, because they're all about giving you the evil eye. That's all this is about. It's about the evil eye, and you can do that on these forums now with technology. Doesn't matter, and the more you feed it, they just want your energy. They're a bunch of vampires, so not giving it to them, and that took me years to do because I'm one to not back down. Like, oh, you're gonna disrespect me, but you know what? You almost got to stand, out of your own way and let these people fall into, let whatever they're sending forth, the bad energy they're sending forth to us, let it go back on them, 100-fold. Because seriously, leave it in God's hands because these people think they're so uppity, they're so good, and then they're like, oh, we're not on the same team. I ain't trying to be on no team. I'm on the Most High's team. All right, so I don't give a damn. I'm not here to try to build no damn freaking cult following or anything like that. I put my stuff up there. I'm super new. You don't like it, that's fine. That's what it's all about, having the freedom and free choice, I don't spend my time giving people all this grief. If I really don't like this stuff, I would just unsubscribe. It just shows how obsessed and how, like, almost like these people have like an obsession with you, right? So look, it's all in the hoodoo culture, traditional folk magic, folk craft, lore, and wisdom of other cultures, mystical world of spirits, and magic of nature. You see? I'm not going to recite that chant, but in Hebrew it's called Ayin Hara, Spanish Mal Oyo, Mal Aoyo. In Hindu, it's known as Buri Nazad. Greece, it's Mati. Islam, Isabat al-Ayin. Italy, Mal Oshio. Arabic, Ayin al-Hasud. Croatian, Yorak. Turkish, Nazad. And Portuguese, Mal Orhador. Various names for evil eye in different languages. This was really well known. I was raised around the Portuguese community, so I've seen a lot of this stuff, and I'm sure these freaks, these amazing ghosts that like to harass us on our channels, they're gonna come on and say, oh, that's not right, it's really spelled this way, oh, you're all about the misinformation, oh, like they're psychotic, they're completely gone. So again, don't entertain it, because the more, it's almost like they feed off your power, right? Merriam-Webster Dictionary describes the evil eye in a following way: a glance, an eye or glance held capable of inflicting harm, also a person believed to have such an eye or glance. Indeed, the only thing that I might add here is capable in inflicting harm through spiritual means. Yeah, that can be done on over these devices as well. Encyclopedia Britannica explains it further. Evil eye glance, believed to have the ability to cause injury or death to those on whom it falls, pregnant women, children, and animals, are thought to be particularly susceptible. Belief in the evil eye is ancient and ubiquitous. It occurred in ancient Greece and Rome, Jewish, Islamic, Buddhist, and Hindu traditions, and in indigenous, peasant, and other folk societies. And it has persisted throughout the world into modern times. Those most accused of casting the evil eye include strangers, malformed individuals, yeah, it could be both, right? Individuals, yeah, childless women and old women. That's why I tell people, don't sleep on them old women either. Other than the injury and the death, the evil eye can cause misfortune, sickness, poverty, or it can cause your technical devices to malfunction. As a person born and raised in Mediterranean country where the influence of Roman, Celtic, Illyrian, and Turkish cultures is strongly present even today, the evil eye, also glance of malice, is a concept that comes naturally to me. People here are raised with the notion, having it around since their most early childhood, and therefore it's in a way a cultural heritage, and I'll dare to say even part of instinctive thoughts and behavior. A lot of us heard of this. You will see carrying charms against it everywhere. I'm not into the charms, guys. That's a whole different level. That can be down the road of amulets. I'm not going to tell, me, I just pray and ask for protection from up above. And this has been going on daily. The Most High woke me up in the middle of the night. You know how you wake up in the middle of the night, you can feel these forces at work. So that's my advice. Just pray to him, and, reading his word and stuff like that'll help. And just like, try to eat clean and stay away from, not feeding into these posts, and not like looking at stuff so much. If it gets dumb, just, delete the comments. I wasn't one on deleting comments, but if they're just there, putting graffiti, which is all they're doing. They're coming on your channel and like want to tag it with graffiti and basically take a shit, like a psychopath. They want to shit and they want to smear it on the walls and then they want to leave. And it's like, excuse me, we can't be having that in the classroom, so something has to be done. They got to be, banned. Unbelievable that I even had to take a minute to do this, just to put it clear. So that way, if they hear this, and I hope you all, the trolls do, the ones that I'm speaking to, then yeah, I hope that you find such hatred in me that you never want to look at my channel again and my face again or my voice again. If you find me so distasteful, that is great. I totally agree with you. And the best thing to do for you is to find a place where you feel that you belong. That's all I'm saying. Because you're not gaining anything just by going in somewhere you don't like then and just giving them shit. That's funny. Why don't you go to City Hall with all the... I like how all these men have time to be on your channel to do this, but yet this country is falling apart. If you spent half that time picking the, why don't you get a bag, pick up some trash off the street, why don't you go, pound the war drums of all the injustice that's really going on? But you got time to bother a woman who is doing the best she can with what she has to put the truth out there for people free of charge. Are you kidding me? Really grow up. So it's all about that evil eye. It's even shown, it's been written in records in the Assyrian and Babylonian ancient poems circa 3,000 years BC. Oh, they'll come on here and say, that's not right. That source is not good enough. Just disappear. Seriously. I don't care. I'm not here for the likes. I'm not here for, I don't care. I'm just here to put the truth. The people who like to gravitate toward stuff like this is for them. This is out of love for them. Okay? Even if it takes just 3 people or 5 people, I'm all about quality, not quantity. I've been saying that. Okay? Been saying that. So it's all about that evil eye, guys. They come on, and Proverbs call it out in the Bible. He that has to be rich has an evil eye and considers not that poverty shall come upon him. Proverbs 6, 28, 22. Yeah, they think also too, like, oh, they think they can just sit behind the freaking shadows and just throw poop at you like a bunch of monkeys, and oh, nothing's ever going to come back at them. Well, you know what? Even the Quran speaks of it too, similar case, where it's stated how envious people have evil, and is generally understood among the Muslim people that it's the evil eye, what Quran speaks about in several places. Many people throughout human history were believed to possess the power of causing harm with the power of the glance of malice. A typical and well-known example would be the Spanish King Alfonso the 13th, 1886 to 1931, whom even Benito Mussolini refused to meet, fearing his at the time extremely notorious evil eyes. Incidentally or not, during the very visit of King Alfonso to the Italy, when Mussolini refused to meet him, 1923, there had been all sorts of terrible accidents happening to people and soldiers who were there to greet the king. 2 sailors were washed overboard. There was an explosion on the submarine. An antique cannon fired in his honor exploded, killing all of its crew. And even the Navy officer who shook the king's hand collapsed and died. Finally, some dam broke during his visit, killing 50 people during his visit. Italian housewives and old women were said to have thrown the corns at him as he was passing by, meaning point mano cornuto at him, or making an apotropaic hand gesture known as among the Hindu people and in Wicca, and used to repel evil and block its power to harm. That's interesting, huh, guys? See, even in the New York Times, it's funny because we heard an explosion yesterday. There's so much. Look, Pope Pius was believed to have possessed the gland. Look at these popes too. The evil eye. It seemed that nearly anything he would have blessed would have some way been cursed. I love it. I love it. You see this amazing reference? Look, the New York Times issue from October 22nd, 1922, published an article about a child that was sick and was believed by its parents to be under the influence of an evil eye. As a curative measure, white chicken was to be sacrificed. Its liver was to be stuck with a lot of pins and cooked with a pot of affected kids' clothing until there were heard some auspicious sound, like bells ringing or song melody, that would, according to person who advised the parents, signify that the evil eye effect was undone. So you got in the Balkans and Africa, the northern region, the deity of Phallus. That's interesting. Priapus. So some of these names I'm going to look up. Also, Roman is probably yet another source to the surviving Italian folk custom of using phallic symbols to ward off evil eyes. As they needed more excuses, Italian men will even nowadays grab their genitals to repel and null the effects of the effects of the evil eye. Who knew that that's why they did it, huh? Who knows if it really works? You know how they say, can you really fight Satan with Satan? That's what they give into everybody. I'm going to put the link to that. So the nasty trolls, I was going to do a video because they're all about this too. They're all chaos agents. The Greek chorus. They must be, they don't even realize, at some point they're going to have to realize at some point what they're doing is retarded, or at what they're doing is, really unbecoming. It's really trashy because, you have all that energy. And again, instead of dealing with it in a, I disagree with people all the time. I deal with government entities. I deal with honorable people and dishonorable people. There's a way that you go about things. So I'm not going to give them too much more oxygen, guys. I'm done. So I just wanted to let the message be known that you don't have to deal with it. There's things you can do. Scrub the damn post off if you have to. It's pretty sad when you come on here. Everybody has their amazing talents. They're really, really great. Doesn't matter what it is. Just the fact that you come on here and you put yourself out there, that you're going to get your weirdos. They're going to come on. They're going to say, "Brr, brr, 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 I'm so funny because I just talk shit." All I can do is just talk shit. Every other comment has to be like a smear campaign and everything else. They're not trying to build, they're trying to destroy. You can, because if you came with good faith, you'd say what you have to say, but not without being a dickhead, and that's across the board. I don't spend my time going to people's channels, especially if I don't like, and just typing up all this stuff. That takes more energy than anything. It shows me you want attention. This is the only attention you will ever get from me, because if I see that you're just coming on talking that mess, just gonna delete you. You don't exist to me. The Most High, you think he puts up with every little thing like nuisances. You guys are like a flea, all right? Because you're just taking away from somebody's good faith effort. I didn't want to have to even do videos. He's the one that pushed me to do it. And if you don't like how I'm doing it or whatever, that's fine. You can find something else to do with your time. Why don't you, learn how to build a house from scratch? Go find something productive to do. Find ways to clean water. I mean, really, here we are trying to put ourselves out there and people are talking about narcissism this week. It's a really big topic. People are being targeted, gang stalked, you name it. And I'll put clips from different movies. It's pretty much like we're in the movie Invaders from Mars. These people are controlled by the megamind, the AI. They don't even realize it. It's how freaking slow they are. So don't let it get to you. I don't advise any of these damn charms, but it's between you and God. Again, I'm not here controlling people or, coming at you, beating you over the head. I tell you, hey, I'm the messenger. This is what the word says. This is what God says, and we all got to face them on Judgment Day, even the trolls. So don't stop what you're doing, guys. This is for my spiritual diamonds. My if it's on my Alpha 7 channel, it's for my Alpha Warriors, like the 7 ministering spirits in front of the throne of the Most High. So 7 is just a recurring number in my life, and it's a holy number. So if you can't appreciate the hard work that people do, then you are not in the category, and you obviously know everything. So why are you even watching people's videos? You should be writing a dissertation and getting it published somewhere. Then you're obviously too good to be here. So who's the real idiot? So guys, don't let them get to you. This is the only video I'll do on this subject. Maybe I'll delve into narcissistic personality disorder. These people have like messed up their amygdalas, they're all, their brain chemistry has been warped. So, because I know people from all walks, and there's a way that you carry yourself, right? If you're just not a dirtbag. And these people, they always tell on themselves just by the way they act. So just remove them from your channel. Don't let them just come on your channel, muck it all up, and just to try to put their links and try to tell people other ways that, what I mean, other channels they can go. They just come on your channel half the time and plug their trash. So it's like, listen, you obviously have no life, because you'd be having your own channels and your own links for your own stuff, which you don't even have, but you're still referring other people. Like, please, man, you ain't nothing. And don't think that you get any credit on here or in the world for being just such a weirdo. But it's in poor taste, and I hear a lot of people talking about it, so I wanted to give my 2 cents. And yeah, I'll probably title this that some people just go on your channel just to give you the evil eye. And so when you feel that's happening, make sure you shut it down, because they're not worth it. Have a great day, guys. I'll talk to you